Day number 3 of the fast, and it's funny because I would say just a few hours ago, if you asked energy level, I would say low, fatigue, high, hunger, medium, and all of that just kind of changed. I think it helped. For lunch, I took a nap, an hour-long nap. And that's not the fault of fasting. That is just me having a bad sleep schedule. So I'll reiterate, you've got to get enough sleep. Fasting or not, sleep is just so important. It's probably more important than food in many ways. Weight has, of course, gone down. Makes sense. Back to about where I was a week ago. So those 2 days of just gorging myself, I don't know, that might have done more damage than I realize now. Or maybe I do realize it now. I realize that now. I know that now. Oh yeah, and another thing, I think just mentally things change, and I don't know, your body chemistry, that's why I have more energy now, but I do get reminded that things like my whey protein and my supplements, I can't take the same way as when I'm not fasting. So on fasting days, I don't really like to take them because they can hurt the stomach, and they're just any kind of vitamins on an empty stomach just isn't ideal. So I do notice I cut way down on my vitamin intake, my supplement intake, my protein intake, and that makes it a little harder for weightlifting. What can you do? Speaking of weightlifting, yeah, it has changed. I don't lift on the days I'm fasting as much. It's not that I can't, it's just when I do, I don't know, I just haven't. Whatever reason, I just haven't. But I will say that this morning I tried my 100 pull-ups. Bad news, I couldn't get 100, I got 70. Good news, I got 70, so I haven't even tried them in a couple weeks. So you haven't lost that much strength. I think the biggest thing people do is they focus on, muscle weighs more than fat or something like that. That's ridiculous. And I always say, what weighs more, a pound of fat or a pound of muscle? And I'm like, but yeah, or I just say, I plan on losing 20 pounds of fat and gaining 10 pounds of muscle. Does that work with your math? It's like, it's easy to get passive aggressive when you get kind of advice from people that aren't even doing it at all, or just, well, this is what I read 10 years ago. Just as long as you're not active aggressive, that's fine. But certainly I do notice, of course, that, muscles do look thinner, because also there's fat being taken away from the arms too. I mean, the muscles probably are going down in size a little bit. That's why the strength tests, how much are you benching, how much you lift, and how many pull-ups. And the pull-ups actually get a little easier because less to pull up. But I think these strength tests are really good because they can kind of indicate how strong is the muscle still. I think they're pretty strong, but you kind of get an idea that they're going to look a little smaller, but maybe they're still going to be okay, or maybe not. I can't say that the fasting doesn't deplete the muscles at all, but I can say it is depleting the waistline because that has gone down a little. It's just babies. Not even baby embryo steps. Just really small steps. I don't even know what I just said there, but whatever it is, let's just go with it. So I think I mentioned the hunger went down a little bit. So it was medium, I suppose. It was starting to grow. I was starting to really kind of feel it, but now it's gone down a little bit. Liquids, it's all you get to drink. I was hoping I'd get pickles. I picked up some pickles at the store, and I thought, all right, pickles, 0 calories. But then I was reading, it's like, these nutrition labels, they're not always accurate, which is sad. But anyway, it said, well, if you had 110 grams, you'd actually have 10 calories, whatever. It just says, no, if you're doing a true fast, you can't be eating pickles. Because that's solid food. No. And I picked up some more Lagunitas Daytime because that's an awesome beer, 95 calories for an IPA. What's going on here? But obviously I can't drink that till I'm done with the 4th day. So this is day 3. Day 3 is going pretty well. Just no ketones in the urinalysis strips, and there's different reasons that could be for that. I'll discuss that in the ketone part. But that's kind of last time I did get it faster, but I think it was also because of the half marathon run, which I haven't done, I have to say. And I don't know if I'm going to. Tonight, I don't know. Maybe it could happen tonight. Maybe. We'll see. All right. That's it. Day 3 of the fast. It's kind of amazing. 3 days with no food. I haven't completed the 3rd day, so at least 2 days. Let's go with that. All right, day 3 of the fast. It is Wednesday, 9/14/2022. Time's about 2 p.m., 54 hours in. Weight under 150 now at 148. Waist has gone down to 32.8. Energy level is high, although it has fluctuated throughout the day. Digestion's very normal, no problems. Hunger's low, but at times it was sort of maybe medium, so that has changed quite a bit. And of course with the photo, I do not look that thin, but the camera or the app or something takes 10 pounds off, I guess. I don't know what it is these days, but I definitely don't think I look that thin, so I don't know what the deal is. Biggest difference from this fast from the last one is just the ketones are not present right now. Nothing is coming out as far as ketones in the bloodstream or urinalysis. Yeah, I don't know. That's just totally weird. I tried to do a half marathon run to see if it helped, but I only got 6 miles, and it didn't help. I checked after, but this is before that all happened. This was the afternoon, so we'll see what happens on the 4th day tomorrow. But I would assume there'd be more ketones. I don't know what the deal is, but I did eat a lot the past few days before starting the fast.